disorder. It's the third biggest issue in the upcoming presidential campaign. First is the economy. Second is illegal immigration, being overrun now on the border. Third is public disorder. Now, that affects all of us. Even if you live in the mountains of Montana, the Bitterroots, or you're up in Maine near the Canadian border, public disorder affects you. Might not understand how, but it does. And if you live in a large city, then you see it every day. Public disorder at this point in history in America is a progressive issue. The progressive movement has caused the public disorder. There is no two sides to that story. And that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. All right, Philadelphia, progressive town. Okay, Police Commissioner Danielle Outlaw has resigned. Okay, and immediately she was hired by New York City and State to be the head of the Port Authority. Perfect. So under Ms. Outlaw, property crime in Philadelphia is up 23%, car thefts up 105%, and retail thefts 34%. Philadelphia is out of control. It's not her problem exclusively. It's the DA Larry Krasner, a far-left nut. He's a nut, all right? And he will not enforce the law. But Outlaw went along with it. Okay, so she rode the crime wave up. She's out. Okay, she comes to New York. Perfect. Because New York City's police commissioner, Keechant Sewell, has quit too. That happened some months ago. Did not get along with Mayor Adams. She's gone. So grand larceny in New York City up 19%. All other crimes are on the rise except for murder. So the NYPD is doing a good job driving that down. But property crimes in New York, way up. And most people don't even report them because they know the police not going to do anything about them. Police is under siege. There are 10,000 officers fewer than there should be in a city of 8.5 million. The police, if you get ripped off, nobody's going to do anything about it. Criminals know that, and so do the victims. They're not going to bother. So in St. Louis, another insanely progressive city, the DA there, Kimberly Gardner, was fired by the state attorney general. She's out. Why? Carjacking St. Louis up 325%. 325%. Robberies up 28, shoplifting 5, on and on and on and on. I'm not dealing with violent crime here. I'm dealing with property crime. Okay? San Francisco, you already know. Chesa Boudin, recalled by the liberal voters in San Francisco, booted out. San Francisco, you can't even go there anymore. Robberies have increased this year 17%. Motor vehicle up 12%, on and on and on and on. Can't walk the streets. San Francisco. LA, according to the National Retail Federation, is the worst city for retail theft, probably in the world, because other countries enforce the law, most of them. Not here, not in LA. So Capital One, all right, the bank card, estimates that $87 billion is stolen from retail outlets every year. Okay, you see the stat for 2022. The average shoplifter is arrested once out of every 100 thefts. So you have a 1% chance, if you shoplift, of being arrested. 9% of American adults shoplift. I mean, it's insane. Okay, why? Because they know nothing's going to happen to them. Flash mobs. All right, this is a West Coast thing. It's going to spread all over. So in Home Depot, LA County, flash mob went in. stole $5,000 worth of merchandise in full view of the staff, customers, walked in, 7 masked thieves, stole everything they could steal. No urgency. Just took it. There it is. I didn't even run it. Okay? Threw it into a van, drove away. Nordstrom. This happened last week. 2 thieves, man and a woman, stole $4,000. Okay? And Nordstrom's in Irvine. That's south of LA. No arrests for the robberies. No arrests. Okay? Can't find them. Nobody knows. There's a getaway car in Irvine. You can't find them. Anybody looking out there? Anybody? So I got a letter said, O'Reilly, we like the No Spin News. We like your news operation. We trust it. Anybody else doing what you do, all right? Independent and covering the news in an honest way. And there are, not many. All right, so Americans are fleeing the places that are most disordered. Here, according to Allied Van Lines, the moving people are the top outbound states last year, 22. Illinois, number 1, at Chicago, California, New Jersey, Michigan, Pennsylvania. Okay, those are the 5 states where people are moving out. Here are the 5 cities they're moving out. New York City, number 1, getting out of there. Anaheim, California. San Diego, California. Both of those places are not progressive, but they're liberal. Chicago, Riverside, California, which is a suburb of LA. Here are the top inbound states where people are moving. 1, Arizona. 2, South Carolina. 3, North Carolina. 4, Tennessee. 5, Texas. All red states. Here are the top cities. Tucson, on the border. Sarasota, Florida, Charlotte, North Carolina, Austin, Texas, Nashville, Tennessee. Out of all of those, Austin, Tennessee is progressive. Austin, Texas is progressive, sorry, Tennessee. So you see what's happening here. Everybody knows Biden's in trouble. Okay, low approval rating, country's going in the wrong direction. He's got nothing going, except that he distorts things. So the NFL season begins tomorrow night, TV. The Biden people are going to take advertising, a lot of it, millions and millions of dollars out, try to convince people, $25 million ad campaign to convince you or the NFL watcher, okay, that Biden's doing a good job. All right. There is an organization called the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression. Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, free speech organization, did a study of 248 colleges to find out which universities and schools are the worst for free speech. Guess who's number 1? My alma mater, Harvard. Number 1. Got a 0 score on a 100-point scale because they're persecuting at Harvard 9 professors and researchers, punishing them for what they've said or written. Okay? And if you're a student at Harvard and you say anything that somebody doesn't like, you're in trouble. Here are the others. University of Pennsylvania, University of South Carolina, very surprised at the University of South Carolina. Wow. Georgetown, not surprised there. That's woke central. Fordham University, where my daughter went, very surprised. Both Georgetown and Fordham are Jesuit-run schools, and the Jesuits got to wise up. Skidmore College, very liberal, upstate New York. Northwestern in Chicago. Duquesne, another Catholic school. Dartmouth, surprised, Dartmouth. University of Texas, Austin, not surprised. Here are the best schools. Michigan Tech, Auburn, University of New Hampshire, Oregon State, Florida State, University of Virginia, Texas A&M, George Mason, University of North Carolina, Greensboro, University of Colorado, Boulder. Wow. Boulder, really liberal, but they're on the best for free speech list. So I hope that helps if you're looking for colleges. Hey, if you watch my program or have been paying attention at all since COVID, you are aware of the risks we all face to our supply chain, critical infrastructure, and the power grid. Cyber attacks, gunfire, pandemics, all on the table. What would your family do facing a months-long blackout? No electricity, no fridge, no phone, no respirator, and an empty grocery store. Well, 4 Patriots has a new solar-powered portable generator. It harnesses the power of the sun, can be moved around the house, and is used to power essentials in a time of crisis. So don't procrastinate on ensuring your family's well-being at a time they need it most. Please go to 4patriots.com today. Use my code NOSPIN for 10% off. That's the number 4patriots.com. Again, use code NOSPIN for 10% off. All right, let's get to the mail before we get to the final thought. Doug Snyder, Hendersonville, Tennessee. Bill, keep mentioning that Michelle Obama is the only one who could win the Democratic presidential race if she wanted to. How is that even possible? There's no way she's qualified. Well, 8 years first lady, Donald Trump didn't have any political experience, right? So qualification's not going to be a problem if Michelle Obama decides to get in. Sue Perkins, Denham Springs, Louisiana. Mr. O'Reilly, as a citizen and frustrated voter, please help me understand how, as citizens, we can stop this corrupt White House, Department of Justice. I vote as much as I can, but this McCarthyistic system is so dangerous to our freedoms. Voting is the only way. You can get involved locally in Louisiana politics, do that, but our system's set up where every 2 years for the House, every 4 years president, every 6 years for the Senate, you cast the votes, and same thing in your states. You got to get rid of these people, these progressives. Got to go, that's it. Randall, concierge member, term limits will happen at the same time a balanced budget happens, which will be when hell freezes over. All Democrats and 9% of Republicans never stray from the party line. It's true. I don't think term limits are going to happen. They don't want to give up their power on Capitol Hill. Bruce Rizzo, Bruce forgot his town. Name and town if you wish to opine, but I'm going to use Bruce's letter because it's a good letter. Sir, that's me. Is it not true that a parent is legally responsible for minor children if they break the rules or damage property? Don't parents have the responsibility to protect and raise their children to adulthood? How can they effectively do that if a school insists on keeping them uninformed? They can't. Absolutely right. Parental rights, the progressives want to cripple parental rights. They want the state to raise the kid. Takes a village, right, Hillary? Margot Freer, Medford, Oregon, absolutely right about having friends, Bill. I'm 82 years young, still keep in touch with 3 high school chums. Also have monthly lunches with friends, and it has worked out very well for me. Okay, Margot, you keep going. I have friends from 4 and 5 years old. Guy used to run BillO'Reilly.com. I went to first grade with him. Did a good job. Okay, we got Fall Madness. So you can get Killing the Legends, Killing the Killers, and any mug of your choice. A bundle for $42.95. That's a great deal. So Fall Madness is here. And then word of the day, do not be a coxcomb. C-O-X-C-O-M-B. Love that word. Back with final thought. Nearly everything we do causes inflammation. Playing golf, tennis, basketball, pickleball, even some of the food we eat. Our bodies are in a constant battle against inflammation. And the older you get, the more it hurts. This is exactly why I want to tell you about a revolutionary relief. It's a natural alternative to fighting inflammation and pain management. Their plant-sourced active ingredients have been thoroughly tested. Rev Relief has soft gels that fight inflammation on the inside. These are great to add to your daily routine. They also have a topical roll-on for instant relief on the outside. Think of this as something you can keep in your golf bag. And right now, my audience has a limited time discount. The first 1,000 orders will get the roll-on completely free. This will not last, so please go to relief.com/Bill. That's revrelief.com/Bill. All right, here's the final thought of the day. So I'm out to dinner last night with a couple of friends. One of them is a Democrat, not a loon. Okay, not a loon at all. And we're discussing the Democratic Party. And I said, are you going to leave it? No, I'm going to stay. I said, all right, but you know that the Democratic Party is not what it used to be. It's run by progressives. The money to generate political activity all comes from Soros, from Hollywood, all of that. And the progressives control Joe Biden. They control the agenda. If you're a moderate, you don't have any say at all. You must know that. Didn't push back. Didn't. Because he's smart and he knows. However, loyalty to party trumps, pardon the pun, and I think that if Biden ran against Trump, this guy would vote for Biden. He knows, but he's loyal. I don't hold it against him. It's America. I respect sincerely held votes. A lot of people are loyal to their party, whether a Republican or Democrat, they're loyal. But to me, I'm a registered independent. I want a problem solver. I want honest people in there. And as I said yesterday, it's going to be a rough autumn for Joe Biden. And you stay here and tell your friends. BillO'Reilly.com. It's easy. It's far and away the best news analysis program in this country, and you know it. Okay. So thank you for watching and listening tonight. We will see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.